Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is CJ. We're going to do something we haven't done in a long time on the channel. It's going to be a point and shoot style tank walkthrough discussion and kind of update. We're going to consider this to be episode 39 of the Innovative Marine 75 EXT Reef build, also known as the Be Easy Reef. If anyone's new to the channel, if you didn't know that, it's a full build playlist, so make sure you guys swing back through the channel and get caught up on everything that's been going on so far. But in this video, just quick update. The last video we waved the white flag. We are back from a hellacious, month and a half or so of crazy working in the tank, pretty much running solo. But now I'm back. Got time again to put the time and effort into the tank, and we've began reloading the system with coils. I know I waved the white flag, but I will admit we do have some new additions in the system, including a few test SPS that we have cooking on the frag rack. I'll show you guys here a little later. But for now, I'm gonna give you guys a look at the tank. I mean, for the most part, it's looking pretty damn good, if I was to be honest. And there was a few changes we implemented that I want to kind of discuss and try to decide if we're going to continue with these changes or if we're going to revert back to where the tank used to be. So let's get to it. Now, when I talk about changes, two of the main changes that we implemented on the Be Easy Reef was going to be to the flow and to the lighting on the system. Now, the lighting pretty much was set. All I did was drop the intensity down. So we're peaking at around 50% on the blade grows and 50% on the blade glows. So basically just drop the PAR in the tank to match LPS needs more than SPS. What I found is in this system, I was really trying to gear the flow and the lighting to the SPS in the tank. But at this point, the tank is majority LPS and softies, and we're talking, maybe 90% of the coils that don't need that kind of light and flow. So we've transitioned the tank. So as you guys can see, we are no longer running the orbit gyro pump on the right side of the glass, which has directly impacted the flow. It's more linear. Definitely seeing positive results now after a couple of weeks of that change. Everything's fatter, everything's fluffier, as expected with the LPS. The only negative is going to be the scum on top of the water column, specifically on the top right here. This normally would have been getting blown across the surface by the gyro pump. So now we're getting that film, dust, whatever the case may be, oils from the food in the system that honestly I'm not used to seeing. So that right there makes me want to add the pump back in. But at the end of the day, the overall look at the tank looks like it was a positive change. Now, what does that mean going forward? Not sure. It really depends on if we can get away with remounting a few SPS, and I say a few meaning a handful at the most, on the archway and still have the flow minimized in the tank. So instead of a mixed reef tank accommodating SPS, it's going to be a mixed reef tank accommodating LPS with a few SPS mixed in. So we're going to see how that ends up turning out. Now, I got to be honest, I'm really digging the change so far. I mean, just look at how full the aquascape is looking now. And we don't have a bunch of corals in here anymore. But what we've done is allowed the corals that we do have in here to start opening fully. And it's really starting to fill in. And it kind of is the kind of tank that ultimately I love to see. Tons of movement. The only thing we're lacking is going to be fish movement in the system. And that's going to be the next thing that we're going to end up doing on the Be Easy Reef is restocking the tank. Now, to restock the tank, that is going to involve removing a killer in the system, which is hiding in the back of the system, and that's going to be the dotty back. I don't know if you guys can see him popping out. There he is. This guy right here is the one that is responsible for pretty much 6 or 7 depths in the Be Easy Reef. So before we can restock the tank, we're going to have to evict that guy and get him out of the system. The thought is taking advantage of all of the open swimming space in the Be Easy Reef, meaning we need some mid-level swimming fish, open water swimming fish. So I'm thinking of trying my first attempt at Antheus in the tank. With the system being mainly softy and LPS. It doesn't have as many bright corals in it. And I think we can accommodate the need or the desire for brightness through our livestock. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking of doing. Adding some amphias, adding maybe a couple of wrasses to replace the ones that were killed, and then evicting the dotty back. So you guys kind of let me know what you think about that idea. And for those wondering what kind of SPS we have in the system, these are going to be some testers that we've added with the last pack of corals. Green Slimer, Valletta Pink Tip, I believe that is a red planet, and I believe this is an orange passion right here. So this coral's been in the system for about 3 or 4 days. I'm not getting too excited yet. I mean, it's good to make it past the first few days, but ultimately, from my experience, it usually takes about 2 weeks before I really find out if SPS are going to survive in my system. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to leave these guys on the frag rack, being able to take advantage of the flow from the NP40 on the other side of the tank. And if they continue to do well, we will remount these guys on the Be Easy archway, baby. So right here is where they're going to go. Now, of course, we got to get rid of the Aptasia that is growing like crazy on the archway. Kill the Aptasia and then mount the SPS. So we're going to find out what happens. I know I waved the white flag, but sometimes you got to see if you're actually right, and this is going to be the best way to find out. So besides the SPS, I'm going to give you guys a look at a few corals that are doing absolutely fantastic, including these Sunny D's up top. I got a bunch of different pallies, zoanthids up here, and honestly, it's about time to start harvesting and replanting them. That's going to be in a future video. I think we're going to call it recycling your corals, and I'm going to show you guys my process on how I'm going to harvest them and replant them all over the tank, including beautiful corals like this Japanese weeping willow, which is growing fantastic. LPS, nice and fluffy. Really can't complain. This is going to be a frag of the pineapple leather that I kind of have chilling on this rock to let it give it time to attach and all of that good stuff. And for the most part, we are doing pretty dang on good as far as the corals. This is going to be a banana grail goat torch, I believe is the name of it. Cotton candy torch. Got our anemones back there. Unfortunately, my Sherman Rose is not doing too well. It disappeared. I don't know what happened. Elegance coral. Then we got the torch garden, which was looking great. New addition is going to be this neon green finger leather. We got the Duncans, and as you guys can see, the theme is not high-end corals, guys. It's just going to be movement and allowing things to fill themselves in, and then eventually refilling this area up here with the SPS. So overall, tank health is looking pretty dang on good these days. I haven't really done anything major to change it. I've just been doing water changes, dosing with calc, and then just kind of letting it do what it do. The water changes are done automatically, of course, 3 gallons a day. Doesn't get much easier than that. So that's pretty much what I wanted to kind of share with you all. It's a Sunday evening. I figured I'll pull the camera out and just give you guys a quick point and shoot style update. Much easier to get these out than editing, voiceovering, and all of that good stuff. I know you guys love that content, but I really want to get back to documenting the tank. And sometimes to purely document the system, we just need to pull the camera out. We just need to do a walk around and do a quick conversation. So if you guys hear that rattling, that is going to be the auto feeder. So the fish are going to start going crazy here in a moment. Forgot to mention that earlier, but the system does get fed automatically 3 or 4 times a day. Pellet, flake food, dust the aquarium. Fish get a nice healthy amount of food. Corals get a healthy amount of food. Nutrient export does its job, and that's pretty much it. But honestly, guys, we're just gonna keep rolling in the Be Easy Reef and keep documenting and keep doing what we do. So if you guys did want more updates or more frequent updates quick snapshots, pictures, and all of that, make sure you guys swing over to my Instagram, CJ's Aquariums. Give me a follow, because I do update there pretty frequently. But on YouTube, guys, let me know how you feel. Are you cool with the point and shoot style updates? If so, we can roll these out a lot more frequently. If not, then I'll continue to gather clips, footage over time, put it in a nice, edited video, and be able to show things over a period of time in that video. So either way, I think it's about time to wrap it up. So as always, hey, you guys can like, comment, subscribe. You guys keep doing what y'all do. Y'all be easy and happy reefing. Peace.